Between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10. Mahomes now on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on and you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They run a draw here on 2nd down, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing, Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll run it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brissett now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Houston able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Gets this one to Hill, and he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And got his man complete. The 40, 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Flex round.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And on the ground they go with a running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So out come the Chargers. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Man open left side, it's Williams. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Brissett. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Brissett. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop, it's Delvin Breaux. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Brissett sets to throw it. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Brissett to throw on first. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught. Watkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Touchdown, Chiefs! Butker on for the PAT. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
kicker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, let's go. What? None. What? None. Ohio. Ohio.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's got it to Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brissett, flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of his end zone, Brissett. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brissett now. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Brissett now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears? I
think the confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away. Yeah,
the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go play action with Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 44 yards. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.